Good evening. Today is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. Um, Before I start on how my day was, let me explain I didn't, um, why I didn't do a journal yesterday. Yesterday was my mother's birthday. She passed on New Year's Eve. So anything that deals with either her birthday or her passing, I try not to do anything to honor her birthday or mourn her death. I am in pain. I'm the day of her death still hurts me. It I couldn't. It's something I try not to talk about. I really don't, because it will cause me to lose what kind of sanity I have. So that is the reason why I did not do a video journal yesterday. I wanted to honor, to take the day off to honor my mother's birthday, to do some kind of grieving. It, it hurts. But moving on for today, I talked to my caseworker today, finally, and told him about my video journal and told him about what I do, free time that I try to do. And one of the things I do is paint. I paint and to have some kind of euphoria. When I paint, it gives me some kind of happiness. When I do this, I feel content because I get to let out and vent out my issues. I get to talk about things I like. I get to talk about where my life is now. Speaking of which, I had to cut my hours. I know I will be making less money, but I I'm actually kind of relieved that I will have some kind of sanity and not be to where I stress out myself a lot. And I know that this is something I have to do. And yeah, well, I know this is not gonna end well, but I just needed to take the day a day off, so I can reconfigure myself. And I am well versed and well relieved that I'm actually got a chance on doing something. Am I okay? I'm a little better than yesterday. I'm gonna be alright. I know that, sometimes that the day does not go the way we plan. Sometimes life does not go the way we plan. But we have to get up, dust ourselves off, and move on to make sure that we, excuse me, do well for ourselves and be it to where I know that everything will be all right. It dawns on me that, you know, I, there was a time there before my mother passed. There was a time I was a little angry, a little hurt, a little broken. That this actually, this happened when I was 41, actually 42. And I lamented that my siblings have kids and I don't. It, it kind of stings that that I thought that I failed as a son, that I was doing gig work. Um, I was still in school, even at 42. I was trying to make myself do better. It, you know, I really thought that I failed her at being accomplished. Looking back at it, I'm not. I'm. It's. I'm. I feel bad not being there for her last breath, but someone had to be there. My nephew. I don't blame anyone for that. I should have accepted it and went, but I don't do death well, and it I, it it hurts me that I grieve, and it really really hurts sometimes that once your parents are gone from this world and you hadn't accomplished what you wanted to accomplish, you feel like a failure. And I wasn't at a good paying job. I I'm divorced. I have no kids, and for a while it was eating me alive to know that I failed as a son. To believe I failed as a son. But in reality, even though I don't have children or not in a stable relationship, married with a family, I'm still the reliable oldest child. I'm still, I'm still her oldest child. I am a, I'm still my sister, the older brother to my sister and I'm still the smart uncle to my nieces and nephews, to some of my nieces, to my nieces. I am to others. I am the only uncle they have. It shows me how much it means to be there for them, even though I didn't get the things in life to have that American dream. Now looking at it, I'm to, to learn that I am autistic. I have mental issues. I'm not all the way there. The whole point of trying to be someone it it I I don't know what to do. I'm not ending my life. Please. I am not doing that. Will I ever be in another relationship? Probably not. What I need to learn is how to have peace with myself. And I believe doing this journal and painting is at learning to learning to let go of so much hatred, so much let hatred go. And the problem is, hate does not want to leave. It believes that if it leaves, I'm weak. The hate and rage are still there as a defense mechanism. My rage and the hate I have certain people feel the hate I have for certain people fuels that rage that will not let it go until it ends someone. It's not worth 15 seconds of victory to quell a burning rage. It is not worth that 15 seconds of victory to end my freedom. I don't want to harm anyone. And I realize now why I have so much hate and why I have this rage. It's a defense mechanism. It's a parasite. It's a defense mechanism. Because without it, all I have left is pain. And for a lot of people, having pain is a source of weakness. But overcoming that pain, over facing fears, there are some fears I will not end because of the sensory of my autism. The sensory of my being. I'm working on trying to face the pain, to face tears, to face sadness. My rage has to go. The last thing I want to do is to paint what I really have, really hold in my heart. Paint the rage. Because it will not be pretty. If I do paint my rage, it will be bloody. It'll be brutal. It will be gruesome. Does this mean I will not paint it? No. I'm trying to let go of the anger, the hurt, but I'll take it one day at a time. I know it is not an easy task. Some people may not even let that rage go. But if I can start letting start throwing that rage out, throwing the hate out, it will leave pain. But I can also heal. I can also heal. Sure, the pain will be there, but I can also heal from hurt, from past hurt, from past relationship wounds, from wounds of abuse, wounds of rejection, There are some things I am not happy with. There's times I should have done better. I should have known better. There are things I should not have said. And there are things I should not have done. But that will be for another day. I hope you got a chance to listen to this. I understand why I'm feeling this way today. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow. And always remember, tell someone you love them. Doesn't matter if it's a parent, grandparent, child, a sibling, a loved one, or a total complete stranger. Always tell someone you love them because you'll never know when you'll say you love them for the last time. And if you actually like the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe. So until tomorrow, this is Shannon signing off.